Are you ready to make an addition to your family? Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always enjoy connecting with you midweek. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope you enjoy this spring weather. That question for you again, are you ready to make an addition to your family? You know that it's Holy Week. Holy Week is the week that we use as kind of preparation for Easter. We're at the tail end of the season called Lent. Lent is the season of preparation. Holy Week is that week that starts with Palm Sunday. There's usually like a Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday service in there somewhere, and it all culminates with Easter, and then we're past the Lent season, so we are certainly looking forward to Easter. Look forward to having you here for that celebration. But of course, this is the time of the year as well, that week leading up to Easter, when a lot of folks are reading those stories of the last day or days of Jesus' life. The crucifixion story, and then of course, the burial story. And there's a man in the burial story that you may not be familiar with, although he's listed in all four of the Gospels. That tells us something. His name is Joseph. Yeah, there were a lot of Josephs in Jesus' day. This man's name is Joseph. We don't have a last name. We know where he was from, though. He was from a town called Arimathea, which was down in the southern part of Israel, Judea territory. So he's a southern boy. We know a few other things about him. One of the Gospels tells us that he was rich. I don't know how he got the money, but apparently he had some significant financial means. One of the other Gospel stories tells us that he was a prominent member of the council. What that means is he was a politician, or at the very least, he had been kind of part of the ruling class, meaning a lot of folks knew him. He was respected, he was trusted. Oh yeah, one more thing. The Bible also tells us he was a disciple of Jesus. Those things don't all fit so well together. Member of the council and also a disciple of Jesus. I'm sure that was an area of contention for him, but he was a secret disciple of Jesus. Here's what Joseph's really known for, though. When Jesus died, Joseph bought some cloth. That cloth wasn't cheap, by the way. He bought some cloth and he claimed Jesus' body. He had to go to Pontius Pilate to do that. He claimed Jesus' body, wrapped it up in the cloth, and then put Jesus in his tomb. You see, just like today, you had to buy a tomb back then. And the fact that Jesus was placed inside of a tomb tells us that, yeah, Joseph paid some bucks for that. That must have been some kind of tomb. It was probably a family tomb in which family members had been buried in advance, and they had different burial processes than we have today. But when Jesus died, Joseph had the guts to go to Pilate and say, I'd like to claim him. That was not a small thing. People didn't want to be associated with Jesus in those days. Claim Jesus' body, wrapped him up in some expensive cloth, and then put him in Joseph's family tomb. Not a small thing, friends. So Joseph was there at the end, along with some of the disciples and women, when Jesus was buried. Here's what Joseph did. I don't know a whole lot about his theology. I don't know what he saw of Jesus. Don't know how many miracles he witnessed. I don't know what his theological inclinations were or how he perceived Jesus, if he had all that Messiah stuff worked out in his mind. But here's what Joseph did. When Jesus died, Joseph said, I want you to be part of my family. All the disciples had run, by the way. A lot of other people had disassociated from Jesus, but Joseph was one of those people who said, I'll take him and I'll make him part of my family and put him in my family tomb. I would imagine Joseph lost a few friends over that, certainly lost some social standing over that. Here's my question for you. Are you willing to accept Jesus into your family? Are you willing to bring Jesus into your family, so to speak, and say, he's with us now. We're bringing him into our family, and we're willing to allow ourselves to be associated with him. Friends, do the people who know you best know that Jesus is part of your family? And that you've associated him with you and you with him? That's a thought to keep in mind as we're in this last week of the Lenten season, Holy Week, the week leading up to week leading up to Easter. Is Jesus truly a part of your family? And do the people around you know that? Friends, I hope that resonates with you a bit. It's been sticking in my mind for a while here. I hope Jesus is part of your family, and I hope you have a wonderful last week of the Lent season. Hope you have a great Easter celebration as well. Hope you're with us. Hope you're taking good care of yourselves. Know that we love you and pray for you. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.